Everybody likes chocolate. Everybody likes sweet things. Everybody likes to, wine their mouth. What is the adaptability rate of your piece?
I think it was very approachable because, yes, it was a different shape, but it's flavors that everyone's heard, but just putting them together. You get the earthiness from the matcha, you get a little bitterness from the chocolate, you have the vanilla, and then you have the beautiful mangoes. I didn't know they were in season for you guys here. So the mango was nice, vibrant, and juicy. So I think it was a good combination.
I'm sure that so many people have learned from this, and spending from the reaction, of course, from the crowd. How would you say they were able to sink it in? Were you were seeing the faces, the bright faces, and all of that? How did you feel about the excitement in their faces?
I think they were very engaging. There were several questions. I can see the people who came up and had a chance to try them. All of them were like, it was really, really good. So for me, once they try it and they love it, then that's when you really know if they enjoyed it. But I think overall it was good, and hopefully GTCO will invite me back another year. You guys got that on camera?
We would love to have her back. All right, so what are the message that you have for young ladies, even male, female right now? They now have passion in making good, nice, tasty dishes and chocolate and all of that. What is the word you have for them and to encourage them?
I would just say think outside the box. Don't feel like you have to walk the same path. It all looks different for us. So just think outside of the box, whether that's your approach to how you're learning, whether that's where you're going to get your inspiration or the ingredients you're using.
Thank you so much for your time. It's a pleasure meeting you. Great, thank you. How was your class today?
Yeah, I think the master class went very well. We always, it's funny because it doesn't change. We're always a bit nervous before coming on stage, yeah? But within second, we're just in our environment. And also, the public was amazing. So they give you another boost. So they want to try your food. So it gives you a boost to try to make sure that what you do is amazing.
What category can we place your performance today? Is it a main course? Is it?
It's a fish course, correct. I love fish, and also I wanted to go to your market to see what you have to offer and buy the fish, who was a kind of equivalent to what we have in Europe, same type of flesh and everything. So that's what I wanted, and I used croca and shiny nose, which is two fish I never knew before, and it's amazing. And the fish market was fun, it was flamboyant, it was happy, it was colorful, and it's really, really cool.
Now tell us more about the texture of how these fishes should be cooked, particularly for vegetarians, for people who love meat, but would probably, when you serve it to them, they might want to be convinced to try it out. I mean, yeah.
So, I've realized that in Nigeria you eat a lot of fish. I realized in Nigeria you eat a lot of fish in different type, and you got some good produce. So I wanted to make sure that I've done a dish which not only respect your produce, but show a little bit the fragrance we can add to a fish. And vegetarian people, I mean pescatarian, would eat fish. And a lot of people eat meat, but sometimes they forgot that fish is a fantastic protein. It's very interesting. It is delicate to make, I know that. But with the fish you've got in Nigeria, you should eat fish for sure. Yeah.
I mean, now looking around, have you tested so many, Nigerian cuisines before?
I have, but my word, you like spices. And in France, we don't really eat spicy food. So lucky for me, I live in Southeast Asia and managed to try Thai food and Malay food, which is also extremely. So my palate can take a little bit now, but sometimes your barrier is much higher than mine. So I need to go through that first and after. But it's interesting what you're making.
I believe you know a bit about, probably a lot about fish preservation, right? So after preparing fishes, how do you suggest that we preserve it?
Well, I mean, you don't want to overfish, for sure. And I've noticed today that when I went to the market, they fish with the hooks only, not the net. So that's already very good because that means you get one fish per hook and not collecting not only the sea floor, but could be a turtle, could be a dolphin, whatever. And too many times it's happened with big trawler. So the way you fish in here, I like it. It's much easier, it's much better for the environment. So that was a nice surprise, yeah.
Yeah, some persons say that there are some kinds of fish that should not be eaten. Now, as a chef, do you think there's a particular kind of fish that shouldn't be eaten?
Well, because here there's fish which are quite rare. But I didn't know, for example, in here, there's a fish called meru, which is a super delicacy, I know that, but they are big protector of the coral reef. And I saw one on the thing today, and I was surprised because it's protected in the rest of the world. But that variety of the very black one, for some reason you fish it. So I can't comment if it's authorized, but people should really do that very carefully. They are the king of the coral reef, they are almost the protector of it. Yes, they are huge, yes, they are very tasty, but there is very few left. So that's the only one I've seen today who was kind of endangered and should perhaps been careful not to fish.
There are two more questions to go. The first one is in the culinary world, right? What would you say is the most challenging part of being a chef, particularly as it evolves? What would you say is the most challenging part of it?
There's quite a few challenging parts. First of all, what we just spoke about, you were talking about the food, the protection, the sustainability, the ingredient. Be careful. That is a challenge because obviously it's a growing population all over the world, and if we're not careful for the next generation or few generation, we need to eat. So yeah, and challenging. Obviously, it's a difficult trade. It's a beautiful trade, but it's the hours. It's not social. It's this and that. So we would like to make sure that it's a trade where people can enjoy themselves a bit more, a bit less hours, a bit more relaxed time and this kind of thing, because sometimes that's why people don't join this beautiful trade.
So I'm sure that a lot of people right there were kind of so gloomed by the way they saw you cooking, sharing your skills. What do you have to say to people who may have developed interest to being a chef?
No, that's what we say. It's a beautiful trade. And first of all, they need to be in a place where they learn, where the teacher or the chef in a restaurant are nice. Because it's already a lot of heat environment, a lot of pressure. So if you got a team which is not nice or kind, whatever, that added to already the rest. It's a difficult environment. But it's a beautiful trade. You travel, you can learn languages, you learn about culture, about food, all over the world. It's such an interesting, we learn every day. I need 10 lives to learn everything. First of all, I need one for all Nigeria because you got so much to offer, so many beautiful products. Yeah, and when I was invited in here, it was amazing. I was super delighted.
We are so pleased to have you also. Thank you.
It was amazing. Again, the staff, you guys, Oluwasen over there, standing over there. Everybody's been amazing.
So tell us about the dishes you made today. You made sushi, you made rice and some mixture. Is it really called sushi, or probably just educate us more?
Sushi as a whole in terms of raw fish, but today what we mean is really sashimi, or in the Western culture they call it crudos. And we utilize as much local products as we can. So the first course was really about, the whole class was about expressing dashi as a whole. So we used the dashi or the Japanese stock and express it in 3 different fashions, right? So one is a sauce for the sashimi dish, one is a thick and hot sauce for the tempura fried giant prawns that's caught from here, and then the third one's your local crabs we made to a rice dish.
So tell us some kind of techniques. I saw you wrapping the spring leaf with some handkerchief before cutting it. What was that about?
Oh, so that's like a, I want to say it's like a technique per se, but it's just a convenience factor that I've carried on since the fine dining days. So you take the chives, we call it chive rolls. We just roll it in wet paper towel, so that way we could cut it very evenly and easily.
So, lastly, what do you have to say to other coming chefs that are coming up? Those that are still trying to get up there, be a chef.
I say that there's no shortcut to success. I would say put your head down and work hard. Don't take your days cooking and on the line for granted. Those are your most important days, of your life in terms of being a chef.
Tell us your general experience about GTCO. This is your first time being here, so let us share the experience with you. How did it feel overall, GTCO?
It was amazing. Again, the staff, you guys, Oluwasen over there, standing over there. Everybody's been amazing.
Thank you so much.